Also there we have this strong shape of the chalice, which for me is receiving energy and has a more female quality. And on Beacon Hill there's the shape of the prayer. So the Beacon Hill is quite important because it's the left hand side of the chalice and it's the whole of the prayer. So you've got both there, the male and females, and the prayer is more male. And I was talking to somebody, I don't know, he was, I think he's Muslim, but he was from Pakistan anyway, and I was saying, do you use this hand mudra for praying? And he says, no, we use this hand mudra, which is actually similar to the chalice. It's like receiving. With the prayer mudra, it's a bit like your energies are travelling up and you're connecting up to something. It's a bit like you're asking a question, or often in prayer you're asking for something. And this is more, you're just receiving God. You're just receiving the energies coming down. And just making these, you can see how they are the same shape. That is the prayer, and for me has a more male quality. Obviously there's male and female because there's a female side and a male side, so there's obviously male and female to it, but for me it has a more male quality. There's an upward energy to it. It's an arrow pointing upwards, but it is exactly the same shape. If I keep the arms in the same shape and just bring the elbows in, then you get the chalice and the energy is coming down and suddenly it feels more female. Now this is not such an easy shape to hold. It is for me, but I think for other people it may be hard to hold that. So we'll meditate with this, and but you use that to start off with as a hand mudra, but then I think just being a whole chalice is much easier, and this is a kind of a recognized way of receiving heavenly energies as well. So again, we'll be moving from a male type quality energy, or more male, to a female type. Now who noticed that? Did people, for me it's strong, I feel the left hand side of my body is more female and I feel the right hand is more male. Did people feel that a bit? Some people not really. Andrew, yes, a bit to and fro. Some, okay. It's just interesting to know. Did you notice as you moved from one side to the other, you have got your attention on one side and the energy moves to that side, and then as you move, bring your attention to the other side, the energy moves to the other side. And did people notice as it goes through the center line, did people feel a vertical energy? Mm-hmm. 1, 2, and some maybes. It's not a right and wrong way of doing this. I'm just interesting, because for me what I also get is, for me I get a more female quality, and then as I move into the prayer there's a more male quality, and it's happening now. And as the energies shift from one to the other, I get a release up through this vertical column in me, but that is quite open in me, that vertical column. It's very easy for me. So people may or may not feel that. But while we're doing this, be aware if you feel, again, I've described it in a way, but you may not feel it as female and male. You know, you may feel it in a completely different way, and that's okay. But I'm going to talk about it in that way, and however you experience it, that is your experience. So we'll be making these things, and if you wish, also be aware of those in the land at Chequers. We will do it as if we are at Chequers. Okay, so closing your eyes and dropping into the holographic breathing. And most of us are accustomed to the prayer mudra, so just making the prayer mudra, and breathing, and being relaxed with the prayer mudra, so the hands are together, pointing up in the prayer mudra. Notice, relax your arms, relax your shoulders in that position. Fingers pointing up. Notice what that feels like. We're accustomed to praying with this, or some of us, most of us as children, but there's also an energy. Notice and just be aware of the energy. It has a very particular and beautiful energy to this hand mudra. And you may feel an energy rising in the body, that there's an energy rising up through the arms and up through the hands and connecting to the heavens. It's like we're connecting to the heavens. And as that happens in the arms, you may feel that happens in your body, that your body connects to the heavens. Breathe gently with the holographic breathing. Notice the quality of that hand mudra. There's the upward connection to the heavens, and also right to left there's male and female communicating. This is very strong in Beacon Hill. And also directly north of Beacon Hill you've got this little church right at the bottom of the hill. So the prayer hand mudra there points directly to a church. And breathe gently with the holographic breathing. Notice what that feels like in your body. And again, as if you're in the little dell, allow yourself to connect down to your pelvis, to your genitalia, to the grounded energies there. So it's as if you're connecting to the heavens, but you're also connecting to the earth. It's like a connection from the earth to the heavens. And Beacon Hill is just in that shape. And then slowly you kind of keep the arms in the same shape, but bringing the elbows together so the palms open and you get a shape of the chalice. Notice the energy change. It may feel more female, and you may feel an energy coming down, and just be aware of your internal energies as it moves from one to the other, and you may feel a release through the central line of your body as it moves from one to the other. And breathe gently with the holographic breathing. Now if this becomes hard to hold, just open the arms up and have them like you are a chalice, the shape of a chalice. Notice if it feels a bit more female, and that there's an energy, rather than you going to the heavens are coming to you. Breathe gently with the holographic breathing. So you can either make a shape with your hands, or you can be the chalice. And breathe. So again, this would be the shape of the ridge at Chequers. So notice this is more an energy travelling down. It's coming from the heavens and travelling down through your body and connecting to the earth. It's receiving. It's like the earth receiving the heavens. And if you allow this that you are this at Chequers. It nourishes the land and connects you to the land there, and you are the shape of the ridge there. And you can notice in your left arm, because we think of this as Chequers and private, that you're not allowed to let the energy go through there, but it's your body and it's the land there, and the energy can happily travel through that left hand and up to Beacon Hill, and it can heal that energy line there that hasn't been walked or viewed for a long time. And breathe, breathe, and then letting the hands come together in a prayer shape. This is the same as Beacon Hill. Notice what happens in your body. There's a transition as you move from one energy to the other, from a downward energy to an upward energy, from a female energy to a male energy. And as these two transition between each other, you may feel a release as they balance at the midpoint between up and down, between male and female. There's a release. A lot of energy is released as our male and female, as our heaven and earth come together, as we swap between these two different mudras. You may feel it starting to align your spine. Breathing gently with the holographic breathing. Again, this is very strongly aligned with Beacon Hill. The hands are like the ridge at the top of Beacon Hill. Notice now with the chalice, it was opening to the heavens, opening to the higher energies, opening to the Creator, however you perceive that, and that coming down. And with this, it's more like a communication upwards. You're talking to the Creator. It's an energy moving from the earth to the heavens. It's a communication from the earth to the heavens. It's an arrow pointing upwards. Notice how you make that symbol with your arms and hands, and that's what happens in your body. Gently breathing with the holographic breathing. There's a good reason they use this hand mudra for prayer, because the earth does talk to the heavens with this hand mudra. Breathe, but we're not asking for things, we're just letting the energies heal us, letting our bodies talk with the heavens, letting the earth talk to the heavens. And this is happening permanently at Chequers. It's swapping between these two hand mudras all of the time. Gently breathing with the holographic breathing. Notice what a nice space you can come into with the holographic breathing and this prayer position. Don't have to ask for anything. Just allow those energies to run through you as a healing, as a communication. And slowly either moving to the cup shape, hand mudra, or becoming the cup, letting your arms spread. Notice the change in your body, in your energies. You can either have that mudra or just let your arms open, palms up. Feel your energies change. Suddenly there's an energy coming down, but there's a shift in your body. Notice your internal energies changing. There's a transition. The transition's important. And as up and down meet, left and right, male and female, as they meet, as they balance between these two positions, there's a release. There's a connection to the beyond. Remembering to do the holographic breathing adds a potency, it adds a strength. Let the neck be straight and relaxed. The checkers, your arms are the ridge, your pelvis is into the valley, into the dell, or it can be back also connecting to the pond. There's a connection there. Relax the back of your neck, relax the back of your head, being the chalice. Allow yourself to receive from the Creator, male or female or both Creator. And slowly letting the hands come together into the prayer position. Notice what happens in your body. You go through a transition. You move from one to the other, and there's a midpoint where there's a release, a transcendence. Breathe. Let those energies run through you. This has been used for asking for things a lot, but try just be with the energy, be with the healing of this hand mudra. And breathe gently with the holographic breathing. Deeply healing. Got the male and female sides of your body coming together in the mudra. You've got that up, down. Breathe gently. Then just letting the hands come down. And they can be Comb Hill and Beacon Hill. And breathe. And gently allowing yourselves to come back. So in holographic breathing, there's a gentle motion of the jaw. Jaw opens on the in-breath, closes on the out-breath, and it's a small motion. And people find their own amount, and it varies over a period of time, but it's not big, maybe 3 or 4 millimeters, quarter of an inch, sometimes less. And on the same time as you're doing that, the lips are closed all of the time, and the upper surface of the tongue is on the roof of the mouth, and as much as feels comfortable. And quite often when people are learning, and a bit later, people are used to opening the jaw and the lips open at the same time. So the lips open, or they open the jaw and the tongue comes off the roof of the mouth. But there's an innate ability, probably from suckling, that the lips can stay sealed, not tense, in a relaxed way, that they can stay closed in a relaxed way and the jaw can move, and the tongue can have a relaxed and soft seal to the roof of the mouth as the jaw moves. I'll just demonstrate so people can see that it really is a very subtle movement of the jaw. So I'll just do just for a few moments. So and very quickly you drop into an alternative state, kind of a shamanistic, very relaxed place. So we're going to go through some exercises, but this time with our eyes open. First of all, to get that seal on the lips, notice you can kind of purse your lips. You can, it goes in here, and the lips stay closed. Try that a few times. You can drop the jaw and the lips stay closed. And now also put the tongue on the roof of the mouth and pull the jaw down. And notice it's like you get a suction with the tongue as the jaw drops down. So you can make a seal, and that is very similar to what babies do. Their lips seal around the nipple in a relaxed way, and the tongue seals the nipple to the roof of the mouth. So we can make a seal, a natural ability to making a seal, but now doing that in a very relaxed way with a much smaller motion of the jaw. So the lips are relaxed with a light seal, the flat of the tongue on the roof of the mouth with a very relaxed seal, and now just in a small way, or however big, opening the jaw. The lips stay sealed, the tongue stays on the roof of the mouth, the jaw closes, the lips stay sealed, the tongue stays on the roof of the mouth. Now make that movement a bit smaller. And now it's a bit like a pump. Notice as you're opening the jaw, it's natural to breathe in through your nose. As your jaw drops down, it's like a little pump. It brings the air in through the nose. Then as the jaw rises, it's like a pump. The breath comes out through the nose. So just being with that, and make the movement smaller. The jaw opens, you breathe in through the nose. The jaw closes, you breathe out through the nose. The tongue stays on the roof of the mouth. The lips stay closed with a very light seal. And now turning that round, so rather than the focus being on the jaw, you change the emphasis. Be aware of the breath coming in through your nose, and as the breath comes in, the jaw gently opens. Then as the breath comes out, the jaw gently closes, and notice how that takes the pressure away from the jaw. It becomes much more relaxed when you have the emphasis on the breath. So as you're breathing in, the jaw gently opening, the lips still have this very natural light seal, the tongue has a very natural light seal. Then as you breathe out, the jaw naturally closes. And notice there's a lot of people already closing their eyes and going into an altered state. Notice you start feeling very relaxed, and it's hard to keep your eyes open. You're drifting into a different state. As you breathe in, the jaw naturally opens with it. As you breathe out, the jaw naturally closes. And smaller, slower motion of the jaw, the lips stay relaxed and closed, the tongue stays on the roof of the mouth. Relax the back of the neck, relax the back of the head. Notice it gets harder and harder to actually do it and keep the eyes open, because you're drifting into a different state of consciousness. And it's good to relax the back of the neck and back of the head, because a lot of the energy is coming through there. Now letting the eyes close, and if you want, let the eyes close. Just naturally being with that. As you breathe in, the jaw is gently opening. As you breathe out, the jaw gently closing. Notice how natural that feels. You get these waves of energy, waves of relaxation moving through your body. Very soft, relaxed seal in the lips, very soft, relaxed seal in the tongue. It's the upper surface of the tongue on the roof of the mouth. The tip of the tongue is close to or touching the front teeth. Maybe half an inch or an inch of the tongue on the roof of the mouth. The more you do, the more of the tongue naturally starts covering the roof of the mouth. But start off with whatever feels most comfortable. Notice you go into this place that's halfway between being awake and being asleep. It's like the dream state. It's a very shamanistic space. It feels very natural. Relax the throat. As you breathe in, the chest is opening, the jaw is opening. As you breathe out, the chest is closing, the jaw is closing. As you breathe in, the abdomen is opening, the jaw is opening. As you breathe out, the abdomen is closing, the jaw is closing. You may be able to feel it right down into the pelvis. So breathing in, the pelvis is opening, the jaw opening. As you breathe out, the pelvis closing, the jaw closing. But also notice in a very subtle way, the whole face has started to breathe. This gentle motion of the jaw connects through every cell, through every part of us, and it especially connects up through the face, through the brain, through the cranium, through the neck, through the throat, connects it to the rest of the body. And this whole area that wasn't really breathing so much before, in a very subtle way starts to open and close with the breath. And it's not a physical thing you're aiming for, it's very subtle. The more subtle you do it, the stronger, more profound the experience is. And as the jaw closes, it's okay for the teeth to touch, but they just float together. There's no pressure, they're not resting and pressing together. They may just bounce around, gently touching a tiny bit. Or the jaw can just be slightly separate as you breathe out. Breathing in, the jaw gently opens with the breath. Breathing out, the jaw relaxes closed. It relaxes open and it relaxes closed. You drop into a deep, shamanistic, alternative space, a channel. But it's your own channel, it's you. your energies, connecting with the earth, connecting with the higher self, which are reflections of you, very resourceful, very nutritious on all levels. Okay, and gently allowing yourself to come back